Alright, bit of a different video today. I'm going to be diving off Bear Island, which is one of the places I go to catch most of the fish, or pretty much all of the fish that I have in my fish tank. We're going to try and catch a couple more fish, but I'm also going to be testing out this guy right here. This is a ventilator, so it basically pumps air from the surface down to you where you're diving. He's got a hose about 10 meters, so as opposed to having scuba tanks, this can just pump you air. It can last up to 4 hours. It seems like way less hassle than carrying around all the heavy ass tanks and stuff like that. I could die if it doesn't pump air to me. I'm only 10 meters from the surface, so maybe I can get away with it. However, if I do die, I'm gonna leave a 0-star review, but someone will have to find this footage and upload it to YouTube and make sure that the creators of this system know that I was less than satisfied with my untimely demise. But anyway, let's get this in the water and see if I survive or not. Cheers. Well, it's a lovely day. The sun's out. It's a bit choppy, but I got all the gear. Let's see how this works out. Well, seems to work on the surface. Let's see how it does underwater. So, after I got my bearings, I ran into this fellow. Now this is a spotted wobbegong. He's probably about 1.5 meters long. Pretty cool little guy. Quite common around places that I've dived. I seem to run into them all the time. Not great for your aquarium though, because obviously being 1.5 meters long, well, you need a bloody big aquarium. But they're an interesting fish nonetheless. Just cruising along, doing his thing. They have a tendency to sneak up on me when I'm diving, and because they're shaped like a shark, anything that shape that comes up underneath you really quickly tends to give you a jolt. But it wasn't as frightening as what happened next, as I was just swimming across a patch of open ground and this guy just comes out of the nowhere. Once again, I got flashbacks to Steve Irwin's tragic passing, thinking this guy's going to come out of the sand and stab me in the heart. But after I ran into that guy, I ran into yet another spotted wobbegong, and this one's even bigger. He's probably about 2.5 meters long, so he's even longer than me. They're the same story, just cruising along, doing his thing. I swim alongside him for a little bit, but as gracefully as he's swimming along, I am going flat out here trying to keep up, and barely keeping up as it is. But it is one of the interesting things you'll see if you're diving along New South Wales waters. Yeah, so pretty cool little guy. But enough about them. Let's start looking at fish that I might actually keep in my aquarium that I came across. So if you're looking for urchins, this would be the place to come, quite clearly. There are thousands. But at this point in time, I'm not interested in the urchins. I'm interested in this guy up here. This is the immaculate damsel. I've come across them before when I've been diving, and I think it is an excellent fish, and I will definitely add in one of these to my tank as soon as I can manage to catch them. This guy cleverly hiding directly behind the urchin, so that if I try to grab him, I'm going to get an urchin spike through my fingers, which I have experienced before, and it is remarkably unpleasant. I did try to get the nets in here in a minute, but I was unsuccessful in catching them. So I let that guy live to fight another day. Here's just another quick look, different one, a bit bigger. I love the colours on these guys. I think it's fantastic. But yeah, we'll get one Monday. I came across this little guy. It's a reaper cuttlefish. If you watch my earlier videos, I did keep one of these for a while. Not the best for the aquarium. Give them a 1 out of 10 kind of a nuisance, particularly at the end of their life, where this mine in particular decided to commit seppuku and nuked my entire tank in the process. So best left in the wild and enjoyed this way, I think. Now this is just what an e-bike looks like when it's been dropped in the water and left there for a few months. And it brings me to the end of this dive video. So my final thoughts on the hookah ventilator system that I was using is really good. You can dive for as long as you want. You don't have to worry about all the tanks and all the nonsense. It seemed relatively safe. Just a note, I would be wary of fishermen because the hose floats on the surface. If you can get hooked, yeah, it will puncture the hose and you panic a little bit when the air will still come. It'll just be a bit slower. So it does worry you a little bit when you're diving pretty deep. But that's neither here nor there. A quick puncture repair kit and you're back in business. So yeah, I'd rate it as a decent piece of kit. Now, as for the fish that I ended up bringing home, I caught off camera a pair of eastern hula fish. These guys, I love them. I've had them before. I think they're fantastic. And I caught this wandering sea anemone, which I thought looks awesome. Very cool looking guy. However, did die after being in the tank after about 1 day. So possibly that's why you don't see these in the hobby so much. Yeah, it's a lesson I won't soon forget, as I still can't get that ungodly stink out. But anyway, end of the video. Like and subscribe, all that nonsense. I'll see you in the next one.